my name is Pavan. I am currently studying in second year AIML branch at NMIT College. My topic is about detecting the traffic sign. For example, if we uh, upload any image of traffic sign, it will provide the safety rules and precautions taken during when the sign appears. You have to take these precautions. Anyway, if you don't know about that sign, you can ask query in that our website. So let me explain the code first. First, I have uploaded the dataset. The dataset I have taken is German traffic dataset. So we have to first zip it, and then we have to import all the libraries. For example, import OS. OS is for communicating with the computer files with the GPU, and I used PyTorch for deep learning framework because it supports TensorFlow, matrix multiplication, and all this. And we used data loader because my data set contain of about 39,000 images, so we can't upload directly once again. Once whole, so we divide into data loader for dividing the images into 32 batches. And then as we know, the traffic signs cannot be same at all time. It should be there in mirror images, or when it is sunny or rainy, it can't be clear. So we should do data augmentation for this. So data augmentation, we use PyTorch framework, that is transforms, where it resizes the images and it will rotate the image. For one image, it will create the different versions of that one image, such as resize the image. It will it will less bright the image, or it will flip the image. So if you next we do data augmentation. For validation test set, we don't do data augmentation, only we do normalize, because for testing it should be real image. We cannot resize or flip the images. So next we load the data set from the path we have provided, and we use if the path does not exist, it will provide an error, and we will divide the data set into test size and test data and validation data. And so for that, for training data, we use transforms, resize, and flip flop methods. For validation data, we don't use flip flop or methods. Only we normalize the data. Next. So I used instead of building from scratch custom CNN, we use ResNet, which is a pre-trained model, because it is trained upon 11.2 million parameters and upon 1,000 classes. So it already has predefined weights such as shapes, textures, colors. So it has clearly it has some predefined weights. So when we train the model, it will not start from scratch. It only recognizes the traffic signs and will start predicting. And as we know, ResNet is trained upon 1,000 classes. Just we have to change the last layer of the convolutional neural network, that is fully connected layer, up to 43 classes, because my data set contains 43 classes. We have to change the 1,000 class into 43 classes. And I use echoes of 15, so it will train the data up to 15 times. We have to load the image and labels to the same device, that is GPU, otherwise the PyTorch will provide an error. And we use optimizer to zero gradient. For training only, we want to use gradient, because if during training, if sign doesn't matches, it will back propagate and will change the gradient. So it will the optimizer I use this Adam optimizer, because the gradient will provide the values. According to that, the optimizer will change the weights during the training. But during the validation, we does not use any gradient concept. Next is, so we trained model using echoes 15 times. So every time I train, the gradient is changed, and the optimizer will update the weights for 15 times, and the accuracy came up to 99.31. So if you use ResNet, it will give more training accuracy, because it has pre-trained weights. So it purely knows the textures or colors and shapes, just it will train according to the traffic signs. So I plot the graph of train accuracy. During each echo, the training accuracy get increased and also the training loss get reduced. And this is the confusion matrix I have provided. This is the classification report. So the diagonal elements, the diagonal elements are same, so it will matches every classes of that. So if we upload the mirror image of the stop sign, so it will detect the correct. So the mirror image also it will detect correct. But but it will predict the mirror image of the stop. It is also provided like horizontally mirror in the image. So I have provided I have provided headings to the Gemini, so it will generate the text according to this. Like if you don't know about this sign, we can provide query according to this. Like what is this sign? So it will provide the results like what is this sign indicate when to stop.